I'm not happy. Nobody's happy. This is a terrible result, not only for the United States, but for the world at large. This is a very dangerous person that we're given power to again, and we don't need to. The Democrats made a really bad choice to continue their fealty to Israel and to supporting genocide, and supporting genocide did not work with the American people, and they're seeing the punishment of that. And they made that choice deliberately to appeal to the right wing, to appeal to the centrists, to appeal to the Cheneys and the Republicans, and that has never worked. And they've dragged us further and further to the right, and now we have a really bad result on our hands, and it's terrible, and we need everyone around the world to continue organizing and resisting this type of oppression, these fascist systems.
I don't think the result is surprising. I think anybody who's been paying attention to at least the middle class and lower middle class in this country for the last 10 years shouldn't be surprised by this turnout. The Democratic Party has used and abused minority groups for decades, and I think they're finally being exposed for that. And Donald Trump was the alternative that we were presented with this year, and I think that minority groups have decided to go with that. I think this is a great thing for the country. I think that the Republican Party has presented a much more coherent idea and vision for the future. I think that they have America's best interests at heart more than other countries. I don't have anything against other countries, but I think every country should put themselves first, and America's not been doing that. So I hope this will be a time when we return to putting ourselves first before we take care of everyone else. I'm opposed to the wars in Ukraine and in Israel. I don't think that the United States should be funding wars that I don't see we have an interest in. I think the United States has made a habit and a reputation and a tradition of itself in funding foreign wars that don't serve our interests, and I think the United States people are tired of it. So I hope that Trump will bring both wars to an end.
My biggest thoughts about the election is I hope that we can have a peaceful transition, and I hope that we go from 2025 to 2030 and improve on the second half of the 2020s. We really have to repair from the pandemic and all of the financial issues, the global wars. I hope that we can all work together to find some happiness and resolve to make things better in the coming years ahead. I think that a bipartisan approach is key, and hopefully we have the chance to do that. I think civility is a word that it needs to be coming back into the forefront again, and we have to be civil to one another. We have to appreciate our common ground and our common bonds, and when we have differences, we have to shake hands and move on.